What if I told you that your best years are not behind you, but right in front of you? Have you ever felt like society is quietly pushing you aside, as if your time is over? But let me tell you something, those who think that way couldn't be more wrong. Because if you see these signs in your life, then you, my friend, are not just any senior. You are someone truly blessed. And today I will show you why. You have lived through challenges that could have broken you, yet here you are, stronger than ever. You have wisdom that no book can teach, resilience that only experience can build, and a presence that carries stories worth telling. The world may try to convince you that aging is a decline, but I am here to remind you that it is an ascension. The best moments of your life are not just memories. They are still unfolding. If you are watching this, it is because your journey is far from over. Stay with me, and together, we will uncover the undeniable proof that you are a senior blessed by life. Life has tested you in ways you never imagined. Yet here you are, stronger, wiser, and ready to embrace each new day. You have survived life's storms, and you are still here. Think about everything you have endured, the losses, the hardships, the moments you thought you wouldn't make it through. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still living. Life did not break you, it shaped you. Your wrinkles, they are not signs of aging. They are proof of a life fully lived. Every line on your face is a story. Every scar is a lesson. And every gray hair is a badge of honor. They are not reminders of time slipping away. They are the marks of a warrior who has fought through life's battles and emerged stronger. You have seen things, felt things, endured things that most people will never understand, and yet you are still here to tell the tale. That is not just survival. That is triumph. To be alive is to still have the chance to love, to connect, to share your wisdom. Your presence alone is a gift to those around you. Think of the love you have given, the lives you have touched, the kindness you have spread. Even if the world moves fast, even if younger generations seem preoccupied with their own lives, your existence carries immeasurable value. A conversation with you can change someone's perspective. Your advice can steer a young soul in the right direction, and your laughter can brighten the darkest of days. You are not just an observer of life. You are a vital part of it. Perhaps you have moments of regret, wondering if you did enough, if you made the right choices. But let me tell you this, every decision, every path taken, every storm weathered has led you to this very moment, to the person you are today. And that person is wise, resilient, and irreplaceable. You are not defined by the things you have lost, but by the strength you have gained. Life is not about chasing what was, but embracing what is. The simple joys, a warm cup of coffee, the laughter of a grandchild, the feel of the sun on your skin. These are the moments that matter. You have learned to appreciate what so many take for granted. That in itself is a blessing. You are not just surviving, you are living. You are a testament to endurance, to love, to wisdom, and to the undeniable fact that every day you wake up is another day to leave your mark on the world. That, my friend, is what it means to be truly blessed. As the years pass, you begin to see life differently, no longer seeking approval, but embracing the wisdom and freedom age brings. In your younger years, you may have spent so much time seeking approval, trying to meet expectations, proving your worth to the world. But now you walk with a quiet confidence, a deep understanding that you no longer need validation from anyone. You have lived long enough to know that your value is not defined by titles, achievements, or how others perceive you. It is found in the life you have lived, the love you have given, and the wisdom you carry. There was a time when you may have felt the pressure to be the perfect parent, the best spouse, the most accomplished professional. You carried the weight of responsibilities, always striving to be enough. But now you realize something truly liberating. You were always enough. You didn't need to prove it then, and you certainly don't need to prove it now. The opinions of others no longer dictate your happiness, because you have learned that true contentment comes from within. You no longer exhaust yourself chasing things that no longer matter. You don't run after trends, societal expectations, or recognition. Instead, you savor life in its purest form. A quiet morning with a cup of coffee, a heartfelt conversation with an old friend, the warmth of the sun on your skin. These moments bring you a joy that no external approval ever could. You have traded the rush of trying to keep up for the peace of simply being. And in that, you have found freedom. The world may try to tell you that aging is a decline, that you should strive to stay young, to fit into molds that were never meant for you. But you know better. Every wrinkle on your face is not a sign of fading. It is a map of a life well lived. Every gray hair is not something to hide. It is a testament to your resilience. The world's opinions shift like the wind, but your self-worth remains unshaken. You are no longer defined by what others think of you, but by what you think of yourself. And you know, deep in your soul, that you are strong, wise, and irreplaceable. You don't need anyone's permission to live on your own terms. You are not seeking approval, you are embracing yourself fully and unapologetically. And that, my friend, is a blessing beyond measure. Life has challenged you in ways you never expected, yet through every trial, you have emerged wiser, stronger, and more resilient. There was a time when pain felt unbearable, when loss seemed like the end, when failure left you doubting your worth. There were moments when illness drained your strength and grief stole your joy. You wondered if you would ever recover, if you could ever stand tall again. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still moving forward. You did not let pain define you, you transformed it into wisdom. Life has tested you in ways that many could never understand. You have faced hardships that once felt insurmountable, yet instead of breaking you, they shaped you. You learned that failure was never the end, it was simply a lesson in resilience. You realized that loss does not mean love disappears. It means love carries on, in memories, in stories, in the ways you honor those who are no longer here. And when illness tried to weaken you, you discovered strength that was far greater than physical endurance, a strength of spirit that no sickness could take away. There was a time when you questioned if you had the energy to keep going. But you did. And now your wisdom is a beacon for others. People turn to you for guidance, not because you read about struggle in a book, but because you have lived it. You know what it means to fight for joy. You understand the value of a single good day, the power of kindness, the importance of slowing down to appreciate life. You have earned this wisdom through every battle you have faced, and now you carry it with grace. You no longer see pain as something to fear. You see it as a teacher. Taught you patience, empathy, and perspective. It taught you that time does not erase grief, but it does teach you how to carry it differently. It taught you that happiness is not about avoiding pain, but about learning to embrace life despite it. And because of that, you no longer let the world rush you. You no longer waste energy on things that do not matter. Instead, you savor the present because you know how precious it truly is. You are not just an elder. You are a survivor, a teacher, a guiding light. You are living proof that hardship does not diminish a person, it refines them. You are not just someone who has endured, you are someone who has triumphed. And for that, you are blessed beyond measure. As time passes, you realize that happiness isn't something to chase. It's something to notice, hidden in life's simplest moments. When you were younger, happiness may have seemed like something to chase, a goal to reach, an achievement to unlock, a reward for hard work. But now you have discovered a secret that only time can teach. happiness is not in the chasing, but in the noticing. It is not found in the grand, fleeting moments, but in the small, quiet ones. And because you see this now, you are truly blessed. Joy is waking up to a new morning, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin. It is sipping a cup of coffee while watching the world outside your window. It is the laughter of a grandchild, the softness of an old song playing in the background, the simple pleasure of a familiar book in your hands. These moments may seem small, but they hold the deepest meaning. Because after all the rushing, striving, and proving of youth, you now have the gift of presence. You no longer need to seek joy. It is right here, woven into the fabric of everyday life. You have come to understand that happiness is not about having more. It is about appreciating more. The world may tell you that success is measured in wealth, status, or recognition, but you know better. You have seen how temporary those things can be. You have watched them come and go, rise and fall. But the moments that stay, the ones that truly matter, are the ones we too often overlook. The sound of rain against the window, the smell of home-cooked food, the warmth of a loved one's embrace. These are the things that bring real happiness, and now you have the wisdom to cherish them fully. There was a time when you felt the pressure to keep up, to meet expectations, to always be doing more. But now you have learned that slowing down is not a loss. It is a gift. The world moves fast, but you no longer have to. You can take your time, savor each moment, and live with the kind of peace that only comes from truly appreciating life as it is. You are not missing out, you are tuning in. To the beauty, to the simplicity, to the moments that make life worth living. You are blessed because you have discovered what so many spend a lifetime searching for. The joy of simply being. Life is always changing, and with time, you've learned that true peace comes not from resisting change, but from embracing it. Life is a constant wave of change. Jobs come and go, children grow up, loved ones pass on. In your younger years, change may have felt unsettling, even frightening. But now you understand something most people don't. Change is not the enemy. It is the rhythm of life. It does not take from you. It transforms you. You have learned that clinging to the past does not bring it back, and fearing the future does not stop it from coming. Instead, you have mastered the art of flowing with life. You no longer resist what you cannot control. You adapt, you grow, and you embrace each new chapter with grace. Where others see endings, you see new beginnings. Where others fear loss, you recognize evolution. You have lived long enough to know that life is not about holding on, it is about moving forward. You are no longer shackled by the fear of change, and that, my friend, is true freedom. You are blessed because you have found peace in the ever-changing nature of life, and that peace is what makes you unshakable. There comes a time when you realize that holding on to the past only weighs you down. True peace is found in letting go. You have carried burdens, guilt, regrets, unspoken words, and moments you wish you could change. But now you have come to understand that holding on to the past only steals joy from the present. You have learned that no amount of regret can rewrite yesterday, but acceptance can bring peace today. You have freed yourself from the weight of what-ifs. The mistakes you once agonized over have become lessons, and the pain you carried has transformed into wisdom. You no longer waste energy reliving old wounds or replaying past decisions. Instead, you focus on the life that is still unfolding before you, embracing it with an open heart. You have learned the power of forgiveness not just for others but for yourself. You no longer allow resentment to take space in your heart, because you understand that true peace comes from letting go. You do not need to control everything, you do not need to hold on. You trust life as it flows, knowing that what is meant for you will stay, and what is not will pass. And because of that, you are free. You are blessed because you have made room for joy, for peace, and for the simple beauty of now. There comes a point in life when you realize that true strength isn't in winning battles, but in choosing peace over conflict. There was a time when conflict pulled you in, when proving your point felt necessary, when every disagreement seemed worth engaging in. But now, you have discovered something more valuable than being right? Being at peace. You no longer waste energy on battles that do not serve you. You have learned that not every comment needs a response. Not every argument needs your voice, and not every person deserves your time. You have also learned the power of letting go of people, situations, and relationships that drain you. You no longer hold onto negativity because you understand that peace is a choice, and you choose it every day. There is strength in your silence, wisdom in your restraint, and joy in walking away from what no longer serves you. Now, instead of chasing approval or engaging in unnecessary drama, you protect your energy fiercely. You surround yourself with love, with kindness, with things that make your heart feel light. You know that life is too short to waste on anything less than happiness. You are blessed because you have found the priceless gift of inner peace, and you hold on to it as the treasure it truly is. Your journey is far from over. Each day is a new opportunity to share wisdom, embrace joy, and leave a lasting legacy. Some may say that old age is the final chapter, but you know better. You are still here. Your story is still being written. Every day you wake up with the chance to love, to teach, to inspire. You carry a lifetime of wisdom, lessons that no book can hold, experiences that deserve to be shared. And when you share them, you leave a mark that will outlive you. You have seen life in all its colors, joy and sorrow, love and loss, success and failure. And through it all, you have learned that the greatest gift is not what you have gained, but what you can give. A kind word, a shared memory, a lesson passed down to a grandchild. These are the treasures that truly matter. You are not just existing, you are still creating. Whether it's learning something new, reaching out to a friend, or simply embracing the beauty of a quiet morning, your journey is far from over. You are blessed because you understand that life is not about counting the days. It is about making the days count. And as long as you are here, there is still more love to give, more joy to find, and more life to live. As you journey through life's later chapters, you begin to see the true blessings that come with age, wisdom, and resilience. As you reflect on everything we've shared today, remember this: you are not just growing older, you are stepping into one of the most meaningful chapters of your life. You have endured storms, gained wisdom, embraced change, and found joy in the simplest moments. These are not just experiences. They are signs that you are truly blessed. The world may not always recognize the depth of your journey, but that doesn't change your worth. Every day is an opportunity to live with purpose, to love fiercely, to share your wisdom, and to leave behind a legacy that will outlive you. You have so much more to give, so much more to enjoy. So, as you move forward, ask yourself, which of these blessings do you see in your own life? Take a moment to appreciate them. And if this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs a reminder of just how valuable and blessed they are. Because your story is far from over, it's only getting richer.